Hello, everyone, and welcome to the weekly energy update for the week of October 1st, 2023. I'm Renee Spears, a spirit guide channeler and spiritual mentor, and I'm coming to you from a stormy and chilly Bozeman, Montana. Every Sunday, I share the energy for the week ahead, and I also infuse the show with some positive vibes, so you get a little positive energy boost just for listening. And welcome to October. It is hard to believe that it's only 4 weeks until Halloween, 8 to Thanksgiving, and 12 until Christmas. So over the next 3 months, 4 of the planets that have been retrograde this summer go direct again, including Pluto this month on the 11th. And also this month, we have 2 eclipses. This has been a very transformative year already with lots of changes. And this month and over the remainder of the year, all the changes we've experienced begin to show themselves more solidly in our lives. The great news is that we start this last quarter of the year with an 8 universal month. In numerology, each month carries a unique energy based on the universal month number, and October carries the energy of 8. An 8 month is a powerful and again transformative time, encouraging us to harness our inner power and take charge of our lives. Coincidentally, and are there really coincidences? I don't think so. But anyway, the super harvest moon that we had on Friday also carried strong energy about stepping into your power. October is our power month. And the number 8 is the abundance number. It's associated with power, success, and material wealth. It's considered very lucky, and it's often called the money number because of its strong connection to financial matters. It's also the symbol of infinity, suggesting a continuous flow of energy and resources. 8 is also my life path number. And our life path numbers shed a lot of light on our purpose and our reason for being here this lifetime. And if you want to know your life path number, it's just easy. Just add up all the digits of your birthday, the month, the date, and the year, until you are left with 1 digit. And you can Google and find out info about what your life path number means, and it's pretty insightful. So because of this 8 energy, October is a really good time to review your finances and take steps to improve your financial situation. And it includes opportunities for making more money and advancing your career. So if you've been thinking about asking for a raise at work, or maybe raising your prices or launching a new program, this is the month. Because the energy of 8 also highlights your relationship with material possessions, this is a good time to declutter and think about what truly matters to you. Are there things you can release that you just really don't care about anymore? And 8 is also associated with karma. So any actions you take this month will have long-term consequences. And if you combine this 8 energy with the upcoming eclipses, this month is full of karmic happenings. You meet the person, you get the job, you get the raise, you move, you even find your thing. I've had so many clients who have found their thing this week. After searching for a while, sometimes a long while, and trying pretty much everything else, their thing has finally arrived. So expect to have the clarity you've wanted this month. Maybe it's your signature program, maybe it's the book title, the podcast idea, clarity on where to live or what you want to do. Because your thing is karmic, it's meant to be, and we can thank the energy of this 8 month for finally showing us our path. And of course, the upcoming eclipses help too. There's a solar eclipse in Libra taking place on the 14th, and a lunar eclipse in Taurus on the 28th. Eclipses are the way we experience accelerated change and major shifts in our lives. Eclipse season starts about 2 weeks before the first eclipse, when the sun enters the vicinity of the lunar nodes. So we are already in eclipse energy, and it will be increasing over the next 2 weeks as we move toward that solar eclipse on the 14th. The first eclipse of the pair is considered the peak of the eclipse season's energy. This is when the biggest changes and shifts happen. And since we're already in this energy, you can expect big karmic shifts to happen any time now. The second eclipse on the full moon is associated with endings, closure, and internal shifts. And then we have 2 weeks after that to get used to and integrate all the changes. A strong theme of this year has been figuring out our relationships, and this amps up this week from the 1st to the 11th, when Mars will be conjunct the lunar south node in Libra. And during these 10 days, we could revert back to our old ways of dealing with triggering situations. Since you're now aware that may happen, though, you're probably less likely to repeat the same patterns. So we'll be looking at our role in relationships and making different choices and how we show up moving forward. So this is an excellent time to break any dysfunctional patterns you may have in your relationships. Also this week, on Wednesday the 4th, Mercury, the planet of thought and communication, moves into Libra. And Libra is known for being diplomatic and harmonious. So when Mercury transits through Libra, we experienced more balanced and diplomatic communication. People are more likely to compromise and avoid confrontations right now. It's an excellent period for negotiations, including asking for a raise and resolving conflicts in a fair and a peaceful way. So we approach problem solving and decision making with fairness and objectivity right now. We're more considerate of other people's opinions and viewpoints, and they're more considerate of ours. So if there's been a conversation you've been needing to have, this is the time. This energy is excellent for smoothing over disagreements and even reconnecting with loved ones that you've had a tiff with. So this October is a powerful cosmic month and a time of growth and change. The eclipses, the placement of the moon and the planets, and the energy of this 8 universal month, which is about karma, bring changes that are meant to be. Knowing that the shifts happening are for our highest good and part of our destiny can allow us to relax about them a little bit. There's no need to worry about anything if it's meant to be. The best approach to October is to step into your power and embrace the changes with surrender and acceptance. Remember that October is our power month, and there's a lot of power in surrender and acceptance. The power of surrender and acceptance lies in their ability to bring peace, resilience, and personal growth. Surrender is about letting go of the need to control everything and accepting that some things are just beyond your control. And this leads to a sense of peace and reduced anxiety because you release that stress that comes with trying to manipulate or change things that are just not in your power to change. When you accept the reality of a situation, you better adapt to it. It allows you to acknowledge your limitations and work with what you have, rather than constantly resisting or fighting. Constantly struggling against what is can be exhausting. Surrendering to the present moment and accepting it makes life feel much more manageable and so much easier. Surrender and acceptance are spiritual practices. They lead to a deeper connection with your inner self and a higher power. And they're essential for our personal growth and our spiritual growth. This October is just such a wonderful time to be alive. You can tell I'm overjoyed for it. So remember that my main job is as a spirit guide channeler and spiritual mentor. So during times like this, it helps and it brings some peace of mind to check in with your guides and talk things through with someone else. And I am that someone else. So you can make an appointment with me at Abundology.com. Also right now, my summer money reset is half price and it's only $16.50. Since October is a time to get your finances in order, this is a great place to start. It includes a ton of practices to reset your money vibration, also a guided meditation and abundance hypnosis by my friend Mary Lou Rodriguez. And I'll put a link to that in the show notes too. So as always, thank you for listening, liking, subscribing, and sharing this podcast with a friend that may find value in it. I am spending the day in my flannel PJs in front of the fire watching movies. So have a wonderful week, everyone, and I'll talk to you again next week.